I'm a cyclist, and I have a whole mess of cycling friends here tonight, it seems like. Michelle here, of course, Gary, Dave Lee, Zoe, I'm going to forget somebody, Nancy, Bruce, Karen, Tom, am I forgetting somebody? Mark is here, everybody. We all met riding bicycles with the same club. Now, a few months ago, David Lee and Zoe decided to gather 6 other friends and ride from San Rafael, which is about 30 miles north of San Francisco, home to LA, and do it in 7 days. Now, Zoe, with David's help, planned the whole thing to a gnat's ass. I mean, reservations for hotels, restaurants. They rented a van with a big rack on top and hired a driver to take the riders and the bicycles north and then use the van as a support vehicle on the way home. They printed out maps and route slips, you name it, they printed it out. And yeah, the cost, even split 8 ways, was going to be a little pricey. Now, I was asked to be one of the 8. You see, these old legs don't do long rides anymore. In fact, they have never done 80, 90-mile rides every day for 7 days. So I said thank you, but no thank you. And besides, by not doing the gig, I was going to have to put out all that dough. So one could say, by saying no, the amount I saved was the easiest money I ever made. There, Beverly, that takes care of that. To make a long story short, they got their 8. And after a couple of months of training, and 2 days before they were to leave, one of the riders had to drop out. Now Dave here, raise your hand, David, is a very persuasive fellow. And it took him all of 6 minutes and 12 seconds to talk me into filling in the empty spot. So a day and a half later, there I was in the van with all the other riders, and several are here tonight. Michelle was there, Karen was there, Zoe was there, of course, David was there, Mark was there. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. And they were all there, and we were all headed north. And I was sure that we were all, especially me, about 3 spokes short of having a full wheel. We arrived in San Rafael at the hotel late Friday afternoon. By early Saturday morning, we were pedaling for Los Angeles and home. Now, I don't have time here to tell you about all the incredible vistas, nor the scraggy ocean shore where violent oceans crashed upon great rocky outcrops, nor do I have time to talk about the endless, vast rolling hills splashed with colors of wildflowers and mustard grass. Instead, you're going to hear about my butt and other painful parts. We rode across the Golden Gate Bridge, meandered around through the outskirts of San Francisco, and headed south for Half Moon Bay. We covered 72 miles that day and climbed over 5,000 vertical feet. It was a tough ride. Day 2 took us up to Watsonville, which was about 80 miles and more big climbs. Day 3 found us going down through Monterey, Carmel, headed for Big Sur, and more big climbs. Before that 90-mile day was over, my butt hurt. And so did everybody else's. And my legs were about out of gas. Now, we stayed at the Big Sur Inn, which was kind of a hoot in itself, and another whole story. I remember going across the street for dinner at a restaurant across the road, and we had to climb up these short flights of outdoor stairs. And my tired legs were not liking it. Hello, brain, it's the legs talking. Go ahead, legs. What the hell are you doing? You got us pedaling all day, and now we're climbing mountains. Look, legs, it's just a few stairs, okay? Okay, but I hung up on him. Day 4, we were faced with the biggest hills of all as we climbed out of Big Sur and headed for, what bay were we heading? Morro Bay, 92 long miles away. We were also faced with another obstacle called wind. Now, usually I make my own noises, but I'm going to need a little help with this because I can't make noises and talk at the same time. So David, raise your hand there, would you? Everybody from David back, okay? When I point at you, you give me some good wind noises, something like, and do it until you see this, which means quit the wind, okay? Now, there's a more dangerous wind called gusty crosswinds. So everybody from David forward, when I point at you, give me some sounds of gusty crosswinds, which could be something like that, okay? And you keep doing it until you see that too, okay? Now, big climbs mean great descents. And I remember coming up over the top of this big climb and looking down at that vast downhill on the other side. As I started down, the wind came up. And I was going faster and faster, gaining more speed. And it was a rough road, and I had to be very careful because it was a 1,000-foot drop to the ocean on the right. And as I was going down, now I'm flying down that road. I'm just flying, and I take a glance at my speedometer, and I just topped 48 miles an hour when the gusty wind started. Oh man, it just threw me all over the road. I thought I was going to fall down, and I was afraid I'd go over the cliff, so I started touching the brakes slowly, slowed, and stopped. That scared the hell out of me. Not you guys, the real ones. Day 5, I was in the middle of a very big climb, struggling up this hill, when my body started talking to me again. Hello, brain, it's the legs talking. Go ahead, legs. What the hell are you doing? Both my calves are going kicking and my thighs are burning up. Well, legs, I'm just trying to climb this friggin' hill, so give me a break. Hold on, legs, butt's calling. Go ahead, butt. That saddle of yours is turning both my cheeks to hamburger down here. Well, we're out in the middle of nowhere. What do you want me to do about it? Well, stand up and pedal. No, so I stood up and pedaled, which gave my butt immediate relief. Damn it, my legs yelled. I forgot I had them on hold. You're killing us. Hello, brain. This is the heart speaking. Listen, I got a pulse going at 166, and if you don't sit down, I'm going to go over 200, and you don't want to go there. So I sat down. My butt screamed. I stood up. My legs yelled, and my heart shouted. So I said, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up for the next 3 days, until finally we climbed up Malibu Canyon, Moreau Road, and ended the ride in a McDonald's parking lot. We had come 558 miles, and I rode every foot of them. We climbed over 30,000 vertical feet, burned up some 35,000 calories, ate every restaurant we stopped at out of house and home, and had more damn fun than the law would allow. Now, was I glad David talked me into spending the easiest money I'd ever made? You bet I was. Would I do it again? In a butt hurt. A leg scream. A heart shout. On second thought, I'd have to think about it for as long as 6 minutes and 12 seconds.